and it's our focus on careers with Fox Valley Technical College. And today in our Careers of Promise, we're highlighting the Software Developer Program, which is part of the IT section of Fox Valley Technical College. And their department chair, Joe Wetzel, is with us in studio today with more details on this program and who might be a great fit for it. Hi, Joe.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good. Good morning to you. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, information technology, we'll paraphrase, we'll call it IT, I think, moving forward.
Yep.
Why don't you tell us first how you came to be part of Fox Valley Tech and maybe your background leading into where you are today?
Sure. Yeah, actually, I'm a former grad. I went to Fox Valley Tech back in the 90s. And after working for a bit, I got hired there as a software developer. So I've actually worked there for about 25 years.
Congratulations.
Yeah. And moved from being software developer into teaching and now department chair. What
do you love about the world of IT and software development?
So it's always changing and it's always evolving. And the thing that's really cool is you get to actually build things. You know, I always think of it like I'm building something with digital clay.
Okay, digital clay. Yeah. I like that. Or Play-Doh, I guess, in my house with 3 little kids. All right. So Fox Valley Tech, I understand, has several programs under the IT kind of branch. Today, we're going to highlight software developer, which I understand is an associate degree program.
That is correct. It's a 2-year associate degree program.
All right. Well, let's dig into the program and the curriculum and what that kind of looks like.
Sure. Yeah. So when software developer, people think about that, typically you're thinking about like a desktop application. And back in the day, we did a lot of desktop applications, and we still do some desktop applications, but it's really evolved. So we're doing a lot more with like mobile development because everybody's using their iPhone, their Android. So we're doing more in that space. We're also doing more web development as well as, getting into cloud platforms. We do like Azure and stuff like that. We're heavy into the Microsoft space. And a lot of front-end technologies as well.
Interesting. If someone has a kid out there who's going, I have an idea for an app.
For sure.
Would that fall under the software developer branch?
Yep, 100%. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
And there's probably a lot that goes into that.
Yeah, correct. There is. I mean, and there's a lot of different languages and there's a lot of different avenues you can go down. But that's kind of what we do is we start out by just teaching them the basics, how to get started, how does a program work, and then we get into actual specific implementations of here's how we build a mobile application, here's how we build a web application.
Wow.
I mean, even if we think about our day-to-day work that we do every day, you go back 10 years, everybody did things on their desktops. Everything's done now on the web. Everywhere we go, it's available to us.
What are some of the first classes someone in this program takes? And I'm dating myself, but all I can think of right now is coding, back in the day.
Right. And it still is coding, right?
Okay.
So, but we'll do like an introductory to programming. So typically you'll be doing like JavaScript, you'll be doing C#, you'll do Python. So we've got some really introductory level languages, just getting comfortable with the syntax. How do we get the program to run? How do we get it to display things out to the screen? And how do we work with it?
Interesting. And I guess down the road, maybe a year in, how does the curriculum evolve a little bit to challenge students a bit more?
Yep. And everything builds upon each other, right? So
makes sense.
So every class obviously gets a little bit bigger, a little bit more complex. But basically, we get more into deploying things into cloud platforms. We get deploying things into mobile platforms. So we get deeper into like how do teams function, how to work within a unit, as well as just from beginning to end, let's build a full-fledged application.
Okay. I'm obviously very curious, and I'm sure our listeners are too, of where software developer graduates kind of fit into careers. So tell us a little bit, Joe, of the positions or the careers that students are prepped for once earning this degree.
Yeah. So a lot of our students, 70% within the first 6 months get hired within the field. All right. So once they're employed, they will get an annual salary about $72,000 is where we're at. Yeah. So it is a well-paying field to be in. And there's a lot of employers within the Valley that hire our students. So they have the ability to stay local.
Nearly every industry has some type of IT department, would you say?
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
And the thing that that we're like woven into everything, right? So every even like accounting, right? So they're still having to deal with processes. They're still having to deal with converting data, moving data. And those are all applications that are running behind the scenes to make all that stuff work.
And a strong workforce here in the Fox Valley, too?
Yep.
Wow. Where are we seeing students moving on to?
Yeah, so a lot of students are moving into like J.J. Keller, Thrivent, just...
You name it.
Yeah, Plexus. Yeah, so
Myron
they go
probably
everywhere.
behind you.
Myron,
Yeah.
yeah. So our students are really getting hired all over the valley.
That's awesome. We're talking with Joe Wetzel here today, Department Chair of Information Technology. We're specifically highlighting software developer and that program through Fox Valley Tech. We will pause, but when we come back, we'll talk more about further education if a student wants to go beyond that associate's degree, what that looks like, and also those qualities, what kind of student might be best suited for this program as well. So stick with us. We're highlighting software developer and that program through Fox Valley Tech in our focus on careers. For the moment, we'll pause and learn more about the 100-year history of WHBY. Take a listen. Welcome back to Focus Fox Valley and our focus on careers with Fox Valley Technical College. 11:47 the time. Joe Wetzel's with us, Department Chair of the Information Technology Program, but we're specifically talking about the software developer branch of that IT program. And I want to ask about, preparing students to dive into that workforce. So tell us a little bit about if someone is considering going into, software development, but they want to continue that education, process beyond an associate's degree. What kind of options are out there for them?
For sure. Yeah. So we're very fortunate. There's a lot of four-year colleges that have partnered with Fox Valley to make it so that way they can transition as a third-year student. So we've got like Lakeland, and we've got UW Stout, and we've got Stevens Point. There's a lot of different colleges with a, they call it a 2+2 agreement. So they do 2 years with our college, 2 years with their college.
That's great. And that would be for a bachelor's program, or even if someone wanted to continue on and get their master's, there's options out there for them.
Absolutely. Many students do that.
Yeah. So. Interesting. And the qualities in a student for this program, I'm sure that there's a wide spectrum, but what do you see maybe most common from students coming into this program?
Right. So I think that if somebody has the ability to do problem solving, troubleshooting, they like dealing with puzzles and stuff like that, that is really the main thing that you do as a software developer. You're always kind of walking into a problem, something isn't working right, and having that ability to just kind of like pick it apart and figure out why is it not working and what can I change to make it work. So yeah, that's really what we do a lot of, is debugging and walking through code.
And that's an interesting point, and one I would like to follow up on if that's okay. Yeah. Do you find people are more on the defense when it comes to the IT world in software development, or is it offensive, heavy and creating more programs? What do you see?
It's really a split between, where you work and what you inherit, right? Okay. So sometimes you're working with other people's code, and that's real world, right? You start working, and then they call it greenfield. So there's certain points in times where you get to just build something from the ground up, and then you get to create the architecture and how it's all going to work and all of that. So yeah, it really is a mix, and sometimes it's fun doing both, so yeah.
Do you find there are certain styles of developers, and can you go to different sites and go, oh, they used this style of programming or this style of programming?
Yeah, so with time, they definitely have different design patterns, and everybody does things, differently depending on the platform and what they choose to develop. But yeah, as a developer, that's the first thing that a lot of us will do, is try to figure out like what language are they using, how did they create this, and how does it work? Yeah.
What do you see that's excites you about this industry? Moving forward, what do you look forward to?
So honestly, the biggest thing that excites me is the AI relevance that's coming, and it's just integrating that into applications. And people are using it to help them build applications faster and just helping them troubleshoot. So pulling AI into application development is just mind-blowing at this point.
You're not the first person to mention AI, and in so many different industries, I would feel it be very relevant in yours, and hopefully to use it for the better good.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I mean, we can make applications do things we used to not be able to do because it would take a person to be involved with that constant, where now we can have on-demand and quick responses from AI agents. Yeah.
And part of me would wonder too, a person with a software developer degree could probably go and work in the field of AI and help develop that code that.
Yeah, parts of it. Right?
Parts of it,
So we integrate in. So that's a whole nother field, right? So yeah, there are people that specialize in AI, and we have that too at Fox Valley. But really, that software will be pulling in some of the AI features and then leveraging that.
So interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Have we missed anything? Is there anything else you want to make sure our listeners can grasp of when it comes to this program?
The only thing I can do is just throw, if you're interested in more information, you can go to Fox Valley Tech or FVTC.edu/software developer, one word. So yeah, you can definitely learn more about our programs.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Joe, for giving us a little insight into this world, fast-paced, growing, and a need here in the Fox Valley as well. Thanks for telling us